A crypto hearing happened today. Everything you need to know summed up nice and quick. Deaton going after Elizabeth Warren, trying to get banking sectors to help him out. And speaking of banks and moving money, XRP price talk at the end.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Well, I'll tell you what's up. The next 24 hours are going to be friggin' rocking. You got the debate tonight. That's right. If you want to play a drinking game, drink every time Cam does her laugh, and maybe drink every time Trump shakes his head. I bet you'll be .08ing within 10 seconds. You know the deal, though. Your comments come first. Hot, spicy, relevant. Share it in the next one. VR Fanatic dropping some support on the channel. Thank you very much, sir. Says any info on Ripple stablecoin makes XRP obsolete. It just seems like it in terms of common sense. Why use a risk asset with large figures when you have an instant stablecoin? A few price change on a $10 million transaction seems like a lottery. Why would a company risk this? Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't know. It seems XRP now will take a backseat in terms of its useful utility on XPL. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that super fast, and then we're going to get into the juicy news that's happening here over the next 24 hours. So when it comes down to the whole talk regarding Rlusd, we learned that it's going to be institutions at first. So it's going to be bigger transactions focusing on Rlusd, which obviously leaves out XRP. Now, what's interesting about that is we haven't seen the demand of the price action follow XRP in almost any of the dev news. When you think about it and you zoom out, when there's like a big announcement or, you know, so-and-so is doing a project with us, any sort of development news, you're not getting the price bumps with XRP. You're getting it when it comes from macro news along with Judge Torres action. So yeah, I'm thinking the same thing you are, that at the beginning, this is not going to help out XRP, that again, this is going to help out the private shareholders. Now, XRP is a bridge currency, yeah, but what do you need in order for that to be juicy? You need a lot of demand, a lot of usage, and you have to have a lot of places having it to be ready for liquidity all over, and we haven't seen that happen as of yet. Patrick Dalton's hanging out with us too, and Patrick says, Sweden's in the house. Come on, Trump, make it pump, referring to Trump as the crypto El Presidente. Fed fund rate, come on, 3 to 4. Wow, 3 to 4 cuts easy this year. Looking forward to CPI. That's right, we're having a live stream tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern time. CPI data comes out. 3 to 4 cuts. All right. Okay, screw the heat map. All right, let's talk about cuts while we're at it. You got a 67% chance of a 25 basis point cut with a 33% chance of a 50 basis point cut. Now, that's for the meeting that's happening on the 18th of this month. We'll have a live stream regarding that too. But you got 2 other meetings this year. You got the 7th of November and the 18th of December. So that would mean you'd be getting what? 50 here, 25. Now watch what happens when you go in the December contract. The December contract is pricing in about an 80% chance of 4 rate cuts. That's crazy. So the market's really starting to pivot, but I'm going to be honest with you. This information has usually been pretty optimistic leading months into the contract, but when they start getting closer to execution time, the odds start kind of coming into pretty much where it's going to play. But this is a pretty big number here. 33% of those out there in the juice are sitting there thinking, dude, we're going to get 2. We're going to get a 50 basis point cut this one. Could we get 100 basis points this year? Comment down below. All right, crypto hearing update. It's hot. It's all about the industry that we all care about. And what's the big news out of it? Jack shit. Jack fucking shit. You know why? Because none of this shit matters, because guess what? And I don't know, Garmin help me out. In early January, when these people take over with the new session, all the bills get wiped out. And you're like, but Klaus, it's early January. We have plenty of time. Oh, whoa. We're not passing any crypto regs right now. We're all working for your votes. Look at this lady up on the screen. Come on now. Come on. James Brown's mom, right? And you know what I'm thinking? Nothing's going to get passed this year. They're all worrying about the votes. You know the Dems aren't going to come up with some good crypto regs, but let's just get into the news anyways, even though none of this matters because all of it's going to be null once the elections happen. And hell, it's null now because they've all fucking gone to get your votes. Lawmakers in the House Financial Services Digital Assets Focus Subcommittee continue to hash out how to regulate DeFi during a hearing on Tuesday. Well, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter because Patrick McHenry, the person who's sitting as the House head of that, is guess what? He's not going to be there anymore. He's going private. So now you've got the complete leadership gone. That's right. So again, this does not fucking matter. Do you want to keep learning though about this? I'll get you a little bit more. As we consider how blockchains can be used in finance, we must continue expanding our knowledge of the possible costs and benefit as it relates to DeFi, said Representative French Hill, chair of the subcommittee at the beginning. That's for the subcommittee on digital assets. Now, McHenry's the head of, the House Financial Services, and he's the one that's going to be gone. Lawmakers have so far left out regulating DeFi in recent bills. In legislation passed out of the House of Representatives this year, lawmakers opted to direct the U.S. Treasury Department, Securities Exchange Commission, and CFTC to study DeFi. Balls, which means what? I told you 2 years ago when these losers went in and we had their first hearing, I said, ain't nothing getting done. Well, guess what? For 2 years, I stood here and I was right. These fucking ass clowns ain't passing a bill worth a shit regarding crypto this year. You're going to have to wait for 2025, and you're going to have to hope to God we're not divided like this as we are now, and hope that some massive changes happen with this election. Now, in terms of the election, let's talk about Deaton criticizing Warren, aka Pocahontas. Oh, you don't get the Pocahontas reference. Look it up. Look it up. Look up Warren and Pocahontas. You'll understand. John Deaton criticized Elizabeth Warren over anti-crypto stance, highlights banking sector issues. Right now, Deaton's trying to get any help he can. So whether it's the crypto bros, people in the banking sector, people in innovative technologies, stuff like that. Deaton's trying to get them all. He needs it. I'm going to share some stats with you. Deaton doesn't have a fucking chance. Want to see me be proved right yet again? Because remember, I've been following U.S. politics very tightly here. Let's learn, and then I'm going to show you a stat that's going to tell you what's up. John Deaton, an attorney for XRP holders out there, over 70,000 by the way, has stepped up his criticism of Senator Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas for her unfavorable views in the cryptocurrency sector. Deaton, who recently emerged victorious in the Massachusetts Republican primary, defended cryptocurrencies in an interview while pointing out issues with conventional banking. Notably, he concerned Warren's continued attacks on cryptocurrency, especially the way she characterizes digital assets as instruments of criminal activity. Okay, so before crypto, did crime just not happen? Before crypto, were we not doing nefarious things with cash? Before crypto, were we not doing various things with MoneyGram, Green Dot, prepaid cards? Yeah, there was a lot of naughty, nefarious stuff going on. So basically what's happening is Warren's always like, oh, crypto is all used for illicit activities. And basically what they're saying is the studies say this. Less than 1% of the total volume of crypto is for nefarious things. That's right. It's still big into cash. Oh, and art too, like high-valued art. You think some of them paintings are really worth $3 million? No, that's money laundering. That stuff's ugly as fuck. Ain't no one paying that just to hang up on their wall. That's money laundering. So Warren out there is criticizing it, saying, oh, this is this. Meanwhile, Deaton's like, look, people on the banking side, can you help me out? Now, look, I wish Deaton would win. I sure as fuck wish he would win. Speaking of, we're going to talk about XRP price because XRP price might be winning when you see the news. It has to do with CPI data. But Deaton, no chance, all right? And I wish he would win. I really would. Here's why. You ready? Total registered voters, 4.5 million. Of that, 28%, 1.3 million are Democratic, so they would vote for Warren. Only 396,000 are Republican. It's almost like a 4-to-1 ratio of Democrats to Republicans. You're like, but bro, maybe more people are registering to vote. But bro, maybe there's going to be a whole bunch of people out there that are this and that. I get that. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of people voting this time around. But you know what? You're not going to make up a 4-to-1 gap. You got to be realistic here. And what pisses me off, and maybe it pisses you off too, comment down below. What pisses me off is the whole thing with Deaton. Why not pick a fucking state you had a chance in, man? That's all money pissed down the well because you don't have a chance. Maybe if you would have gone to like a true swing state, or a state where maybe, you know, half the time they vote a Republican, half the time they vote a Democrat for the Senate, but you waste your time in a fucking state that's a 4-to-1 ratio, you talk about bad money and bad investments. Stellar sucks balls with how they invest that money. Yeah, that's right, retail's paying for that. You ever seen someone spend several billion and get jack shit for their investment in terms of stuff that the world wants to use? Yeah, name one program you use on Stellar. That's what I thought. It's all trading shit. Either way, 4-to-1 right here. Democratic over Republican registered voters. That area, that geography of that area is hardcore Democrat. Hardcore Democrat. So ain't no way you're gonna magically flip this 4-to-1 fucking ratio. Damn it, pick a fucking place where you at least had maybe like 60 to 40%. They've got 4x the number of registered voters and you're wasting your money there. That sounds like something the United States government would do. Waste money on shit that doesn't matter with an outcome. This coming from the same person that said, guess what? You ain't getting crypto rags this session. That was this guy. This guy's also now telling you that Deaton ain't gonna win. No way in hell. If someone wants to put some money on it, I will put my money on it and I will take yours and I will use it at the club. Jumblies in my face on your money if you want to make that bet. He is going to get rocked. Most recent money lines say 97% chance that Warren's going to win. Come on, we could have picked a state. We could have put all that money, all that stuff into a state that had more of a 50-50 chance. Somewhere in the middle. Going after Warren. Dumb as fuck strategy-wise. All right. XRP price. I know it took a while to get here, but it was juicy news, wasn't it, everyone? This is what I got up on the screen. I got since mid-June, okay? I zoomed out a little bit here because I wanted to show you there have been some definite opportunities to buy and sell. Some pumps and dumps, dips and tips. The long-term hodler, you know, you're sitting at 53 cents right now. You're still able to kind of stack, but you know that, like, dude, you could easily stack under 50 because not too long ago, you had several opportunities under 50, and if you played your cards right, opportunities under 45 cents. So there definitely have been some bargain days. Definite bargain days out there, but you got to pick them. Because, look, some of those bargain days were followed very closely by pump days. But then look, the pattern repeated itself. Now, what I find interesting about the charts here is as of late, and this is Torah's action right here with the 125 mil, which we know still isn't resolved yet. We're at like 23, 24 days, something like that. But we're starting to erase like almost all those gains. In fact, this candlestick right here got us right to it. Scary, isn't it? Because now that the case is, you know, sitting here in limbo, we're looking at it going, oh, come on. That's why we're all paying attention to CPI data. Because as the Fed fund rate is super cheap, that's when risky assets, that's when laggard assets, that's when things that have to deal with moving money, because it is all about moving money, because you don't move a lot of money when things are super expensive and it costs you a lot, which is happening right now. You move a lot of money when things are cheap. That's when development happens. That's when growth happens. That's when people want to start investing because money is more affordable. That's why CPI data is big. Join me on the live stream. Choo-choo, bitches. I got to go work out. Second one today.